Hi, my name is Ahmed Swadi, and welcome to my vlog number 3, my coaching philosophy in MSc Strength and Conditioning in St. Mary University. In this vlog, I will present the definition of coaching philosophy, my personal coaching philosophy, how the literature relates to my philosophy, example of how to incorporate the philosophy into my own coaching practice and conduct, how this has developed through my experience and reflection on my journey. In the definition of coaching philosophy, I think we need to mention the coaching practice as well, because I personally think it's very related. Coaching philosophy refers to a set of values, beliefs, assumptions, attitudes, principles, and priorities that influence both the practice and effectiveness criteria assumed by the coaches. Coaching practice refers to behavior used by the coaches to fulfill their coaching philosophy. My coaching philosophy has developed over many years of experience from working in different fields, such as mainstream education. I worked as a PE teacher in primary and secondary school, the military, where I worked as a fitness instructor and strength and conditioning coach, as well as social sector and private, like clubs and private companies across different cultures and different countries. My coaching philosophy evolves as I continue to learn and add to my experience and knowledge base. Similar to the following definition found in the literature, coaches should develop a system for conducting their coaching based on personal truths, principles, attitude, and values. Other literature related to my personal coaching philosophy, we can also mention Carlos and Douglas report that using stories of your past can support your athletes' learning and development. In addition to, Guillermo O discussed the importance of being able to adapt and refine your coaching philosophy. We can also mention that Cushion and Partington suggest that values and beliefs underpin a coach's practice as a whole. A coaching philosophy and practice means to me personality and presence, building a strong relationship and a bond based on trust and respect and honesty, establishing boundaries while staying at the same time friendly and approachable by your athletes, establishing rules to make sure the success of the coaching session by creating the balance between authority, democracy, and freedom, creating a safe and fun environment for the athlete to enhance their performance and personal development in their best condition possible, lead by example and be a role model, and engaging and involving the athlete in their learning process. There are three main topics that had a great impact on my coaching philosophy and helped me find my own ways to implement and utilize my coaching values, principles, and ideologies in my practice, which are pedagogy, psychology, and psychopedagogy. After learning all these topics, I realized that actually there is more into delivering a session than just the content of the session. And and every action or gesture in the session has a meaning. Standing on the line, for example, that's not just a decoration, that's a clear sign of the start of the session, and the athletes or students need to start paying attention. Where you stand, the shape of the group when you explain, the word you use, the timing, all has an impact on the control of the group and the fluidity of the session. All this has a meaning and contribute to establish a good balance between a dictatorship, when everyone has to listen to you, democracy, where everyone works together, and freedom, where the athletes work out the challenges by themselves. From different experiences, I developed and strengthened more values and principles. I worked as a PE teacher in Africa, mainly in Tunisia, in deprived areas where there is almost no equipment. I know how it feels as I was in their shoes when I was young. I know that motivation plays an important role to engage with the students, so I had to listen to their preferences, what they liked or disliked, utilize this information to create programs and come up with inventive ways to catch their interest. When creating an exciting and fun environment, it becomes easy to cross boundaries. Then it is important to implement rules to help take control of the group. This has been confirmed when I was working in the military sector in the Middle East, where the main drive is discipline and respect, which has contributed to the success of the sessions and improvement in performance. Through feedback from the soldiers, I learned that camaraderie is an important factor in order to improve mentally and physically as a person and as a group. It is important to be able to understand your athletes by knowing their needs and their drive in order to help them develop as athletes and as persons in general. One size fits all approach seems to be ineffective, therefore, it is best to adapt the training based on individual ability. When I worked in England, I came across a different human culture which presented a challenge for my coaching philosophy and my coaching practice. So I set up my own business, which I'm currently running, Armored for Life, promoting lifestyle and mental health through physical activity for general public using these values and principles. So far, based on data and feedback, the results are promising. In summary, this is a broad subject. There was not enough scope to elaborate on coaching philosophy and practice. However, I hope you enjoyed listening to the summary as a whole. Thank you for watching.